Someone recently made the claim that when Jesus called himself the Son of Man, he was actually claiming deity. So I have compiled definitive scriptural proof that the Son of Man is a title for humanity. God is speaking to Balak in Numbers 23 and says, God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should repent. Has he said, and will he not do? Or has he spoken, and will he not make it good? God is saying he has no limitations like humans do. Bildad the Shuhite is speaking to Job here and says, how can man be righteous before God? How much less man who is a maggot, and the son of man who is a worm? King David is clearly speaking about himself when he says, Lord, what is man that you take knowledge of him, or the son of man that you are mindful of him? Psalm 146 says, do not put your trust in princes, nor in a son of man in whom there is no help. King Solomon said, and I set my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all that is done under heaven, this burdensome task God has given to the sons of man. God, speaking in Isaiah, said, blessed is the man who does this, and the son of man who lays hold on it, who keeps from defiling the Sabbath and keeps his hand from doing any evil. And in Jeremiah, as God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, so no one shall reside there, nor son of man dwell in it. And God said to Ezekiel, Son of man, stand on your feet, and I will speak to you. Ezekiel calls himself the Son of Man 93 times, and yet no one thinks Ezekiel was claiming to be God. And now Daniel is speaking. So he came near where I stood, and when he came, I was afraid and fell on my face. But he said to me, understand, Son of man, that the vision refers to the time of the end. Now that should give you a firm foundation on the history and the scriptural context of the use of the phrase Son of Man, in that it is never used to reference God, but always used to reference the limitations of human beings. Daniel 7 is the focal point for their false teaching on what the Son of Man means. I was watching in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man, coming with the clouds of heaven. He came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Daniel was troubled by the vision, so he asked the one who stood by the truth of all this, and he told Daniel and made known to Daniel the interpretation. In verse 18 we are told that the one like the Son of Man was a reference to the saints of the Most High, who would possess the kingdom forever. This interpretation is repeated in verse 22. The Ancient of Days came, and a judgment was made in favor of the saints of the Most High, and the time came for the saints to possess the kingdom. And if 2 times is not enough, it's repeated a 3rd time in verse 27. Then the kingdom and dominion and greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given to the people, the saints of the Most High.